What if the foods you've trusted for decades, the ones you believed were good for you or at least harmless, have actually been doing almost nothing to improve leg strength after 60 or protect bone density? And what if the real reason some older adults struggle with climbing stairs, rising from a chair, or staying steady on their feet isn't age, but subtle nutritional gaps that never got corrected? If you're over 60, this may surprise you. According to new research on aging, bone metabolism, and neuromuscular function, your legs and bones are far more responsive than most people assume, and may actually be waiting for the right biological signals to get stronger again. But here's the twist many doctors never explain. The body doesn't simply weaken at random. It weakens in predictable patterns when specific nutrients for stronger bones and muscle strength are missing. And stay with me here, because in a moment, you'll hear something that flips the entire idea of healthy aging diets upside down. Now stay with me, because in about 20 seconds, I'm going to share something that may completely change how you view healthy eating for seniors. Could it be that the foods your friends, and maybe even your own doctor, recommended for calcium or muscle strength were never actually the most effective options? Could it be that the real issue isn't how much calcium you consume, but whether your body can activate, absorb, and anchor that calcium into the bone structure, especially in the legs, hips, and knees, the critical areas for mobility and preventing falls after 60? And as you think about that, consider this. What if the solution isn't more calcium, but better calcium utilization, something almost nobody ever talks about? And here's another question worth asking. If your legs sometimes feel unstable or slow to respond, when stepping off a curb, turning quickly, or catching yourself after a small stumble, is that really a sign of aging? Or is it a sign of reduced muscle-nerve coordination caused by mineral imbalance? The latest research suggests it's often the latter. In fact, some clinicians now argue that leg strength should be considered just as important as bone density when predicting long-term mobility and independence. And in just a bit, I'll tell you why most people treat bone health and leg strength as two separate concerns, even though your body treats them as one connected system. In a moment, you'll see why a certain category of everyday foods, often overlooked and rarely discussed, may quietly deliver exactly what aging legs and bones need to regain internal strength. And you might notice something powerful. When the right combination of bone-building and leg-strengthening nutrients arrives in the bloodstream at the same time, the body doesn't just maintain, it can gradually rebuild structural resilience. That's why some adults in their 70s and even 80s report feeling more stable, more confident, and more capable on their feet than they did a decade earlier. And if you're wondering how big that improvement can really be, you might be surprised by what people report after just a few weeks of nutritional changes. Now don't go anywhere, because you're about to discover how specific foods trigger both muscular reinforcement and bone mineralization along the same biological pathway, increasing muscle strength for seniors and stability in everyday movement. And the most effective ones are not the foods you've heard about your whole life. In this video, you'll learn why the real key to staying strong and steady isn't a supplement, and it isn't wishful thinking. It's targeted nutrition that sends the right signals deep into your skeletal and muscular systems. And soon, you'll see why the first item on our list is something that even many doctors rarely mention, yet it makes a noticeable difference in daily balance. So keep watching, because next we begin our countdown, and the first one will make you rethink everything you assumed about leg strength and bone health after 60. If you're over 60, there's a quiet risk many people never hear about. Your leg muscles and bones can weaken long before you feel anything. The danger isn't the day you notice pain, it's the years when everything seems fine. That silent decline in muscle strength and bone density can turn a tiny misstep, like catching your foot on a rug or stepping off a curb, into something more serious. And what's even more concerning is that this weakening usually begins in the legs first, quietly reducing reaction time, reducing stability, and slowing your ability to recover from a loss of balance, increasing the risk of falls after 60. And in a moment, I'll show you why these changes often happen years before a doctor ever mentions them. But there's real hope, because your body hasn't given up on you, even if your legs don't feel as reliable as they used to. New research shows that muscle fibers and bone cells remain responsive to the right nutritional signals well into our 70s and 80s, meaning it's not too late to improve leg strength and restore bone health. Even if you've already noticed morning stiffness, slower walking speed, or that slight hesitation when stepping onto an escalator or staircase, your system is still capable of meaningful improvement. Many older adults have shown measurable gains in balance and leg stability once they finally give the body what it has been missing. And stay with me, because in about 20 seconds I'll explain what your body has been quietly waiting for all this time. You don't need intense workouts or complicated routines to build leg strength after 60. Sometimes the real change comes not from what you do, but from what you eat. Could it be that your dinner plate matters more for mobility and leg strength than your exercise habits? Could it be that your sense of being steady on your feet starts in your bloodstream, not just in your muscles? And you might be surprised when you hear which specific nutrients make the biggest difference. Most people don't even realize they're missing them. The encouraging truth is this: your legs can get stronger, your bones can regain density, your mobility can improve, and your balance can become more reliable. This isn't wishful thinking. This is your biology responding to the right inputs. The challenge is simply identifying what those inputs are and making a few small nutritional adjustments that support your body instead of working against it. And in a moment, you'll hear how even small daily choices can gradually shift your muscles and bones toward greater stability and performance. In this video, you'll discover how targeted nutritional strategies can create real improvements in leg power, bone resilience, and mobility. You'll learn how the right foods help muscles contract more effectively, support your joints, and allow bones to retain the minerals they've been gradually losing over time. Many people even report that their legs begin to feel more awake, more responsive, more confident, almost as if the body is remembering how it used to move. And if you've been wondering whether these improvements are mild or significant, the answer may genuinely surprise you. So don't go anywhere, because next we begin our countdown with the first key food that supports leg strength and bone density in a natural, accessible, and science-backed way. According to researchers studying aging and musculoskeletal health, the legs and bones remain biologically responsive to nutritional support even in later decades of life, meaning declines in strength are not purely from aging, but from missing internal signals. In simple terms, your body isn't done. It may simply be waiting for the right building materials to restore leg strength and bone density. That's why so many older adults feel unsteady on stairs, even when they believe they're eating healthy and doing everything right. Let's break down what this really means for your mobility and long-term stability. And stay with me here, because in just a moment you'll hear why your body can regain function even after years of gradual decline. A 2023 study found that the communication between muscles and bones, known as muscle-bone crosstalk, plays a major role in balance, reaction time, coordination, and fall risk. In simple terms, your muscles and bones literally communicate chemically, and when one system weakens, the other follows soon after. That's why many adults over 60 notice it takes longer to recover from a stumble or sudden shift in balance. And in a moment, you'll hear how certain nutrients work like signal boosters between these systems, helping your legs respond faster and keeping you more grounded. Geriatric nutrition research shows that after age 60, the body becomes less efficient at extracting essential nutrients from food, especially minerals and amino acids tied to muscle contraction and bone health. In simple terms, even if your diet hasn't changed, your absorption might have. That's why so many people say, "I'm eating like I always have, so why don't I feel as strong as I used to?" And keep listening, because I'll soon share how to help your body absorb and actually use these nutrients, not just consume them. Clinical observations also reveal something interesting. Many older adults unknowingly eat foods that provide energy, but not stability, meaning they help you feel awake, but not steady on your feet. In simple terms, you might feel mentally alert, yet physically uncertain. That's why there may be hesitation when stepping off a curb or reaching sideways for something. And in a moment, you'll learn how to choose foods that support real physical stability, not just temporary energy. Finally, specialists in preventive geriatrics emphasize that small, consistent nutritional changes can improve muscle firing strength and bone mineral anchoring over time. In simple terms, tiny shifts, not drastic overhauls, can make you feel more secure and in control of your movements. That's why some adults in their 70s report better confidence walking than they had a decade earlier. And stay with me now because next we'll start the countdown. And the first food on this list may surprise you with how powerful it is for leg strength after 60. Now, let's count down from 10 to 1. And as we go, you may realize which of these foods your body has quietly been missing for real leg strength after 60 and better bone density. Number 10. Greek yogurt. This supports both bone development and leg muscle repair by delivering absorbable calcium and high-quality protein that aging muscles and bones can easily use. A small bowl in the morning or before bed works great for absorption. If dairy causes digestive issues, choose a lactose-free or low-sugar option. The result is improved stability, especially when getting up from bed or standing from a chair. And keep listening, because this food works even better when paired with two others coming up soon. Number 9. Lentils. These reinforce muscular endurance by providing amino acids and magnesium that support muscle-nerve communication needed for mobility and movement. Add them to soups, stews, or salads 2 to 4 times weekly. Increase portions gradually to avoid digestive discomfort. Many adults over 60 experience less leg fatigue on daily walks. And stay with me, because the next one is especially valuable if you've noticed ankle weakness or knee instability. Number 8. Sardines, especially with bones. Sardines may seem ordinary, but they're actually one of the most potent natural sources of highly absorbable calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients critical for maintaining bone density and joint strength, especially in the ankles, knees, and lower legs. Unlike many calcium-fortified foods, sardines provide these minerals in a biologically ready form that the body can immediately use, allowing bones to incorporate them directly into the structural matrix. For adults over 60, that's especially important for preventing falls and supporting stable movement patterns, since the lower legs and ankles play a major role in balance and ground contact feedback. Just half a can, rinsed first to reduce sodium, is enough to deliver substantial benefit without burdening the kidneys or cardiovascular system. If you're monitoring blood pressure or dealing with fluid retention, simply enjoy them in moderation. Many older adults report feeling a stronger, more reliable connection between their feet and the floor after incorporating sardines regularly, especially when walking on uneven surfaces, stepping off a curb, or compensating for sudden shifts in weight. Instead of feeling like the body is lagging behind your movements, sardines help create a sensation of being firmly rooted rather than uncertain with each step. They essentially give your skeleton and joint network the mineral reinforcement it has been quietly needing for years. And stay with me, because you might be surprised by how the next food helps calm nighttime muscle tension and prevent painful nocturnal cramps. Number 7. Avocado. Avocados offer an abundant natural source of potassium, one of the most underestimated electrolytes for smooth muscle contraction and proper nerve transmission. Many older adults unknowingly lack sufficient potassium, which can lead to uncomfortable leg cramps, especially at night, and delayed muscular response. When muscles cannot efficiently relax after contraction, they remain partially tense, creating those sudden jolts of pain that disrupt sleep. Eating half an avocado at breakfast or lunch supplies a supportive amount of potassium to steady nerve-muscle communication and improve leg relaxation during rest. If calorie intake is a concern, simply keep portions sensible. The effect comes from nutrient quality, not quantity. Many older adults notice that after adding avocado to their routine, their calves feel calmer, their sleep is less interrupted by sharp spasms, and they awaken with fresher, less fatigued legs the next morning. Instead of legs feeling twitchy, tight, or unpredictable after dark, they feel relaxed, supported, and neurologically regulated. Over time, this can contribute to more restful nights and more confident movement during the day as well. Now stay with me, because the next one delivers a different kind of neuromuscular support, especially for those first steps in the morning when the legs often feel weak or indecisive. Number 6. Pumpkin seeds. These tiny seeds are far more powerful than they look. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, a mineral many adults over 60 are quietly deficient in, and that magnesium plays a critical role in calcium utilization, nerve conductivity, and overall muscle nerve responsiveness. In simple terms, this means muscles fire more efficiently, balance improves, and the legs respond faster when you shift weight or take a step. Magnesium also supports smoother neurological signaling, which is essential for preventing hesitation or delayed reactions while walking or changing direction. A small handful in the evening, even as a calm pre-bed snack, works beautifully because magnesium supports nighttime muscle relaxation and overall neuromuscular reset. If you have kidney concerns or take certain medications, check with your doctor about mineral intake, since magnesium levels can be sensitive. Many older adults report that after incorporating pumpkin seeds, the very first steps in the morning feel more stable, more grounded, and significantly more confident. Instead of feeling wobbly or tentative, the legs feel more awake and ready to support movement with better internal coordination. That shift can make everyday motions, like stepping out of bed or starting a morning walk, feel safer and more controlled. And stay with me, because in a moment you'll hear why the next food helps sustain long-term stamina and walking endurance, not just moment-to-moment stability. Number 5. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes do more than fuel the body. They actively protect it. Their antioxidants help guard leg muscle tissue from oxidative stress, something that becomes more pronounced with aging, while also maintaining crucial mineral content inside bone cells. This is especially valuable for bone density and preventing gradual fragility in the lower body. They also provide steady, slow-release carbohydrates that help fuel muscles during longer periods of walking or activity. Enjoy them, roasted, baked, or air-fried 3 to 5 times per week for best nutritional benefit. If you're managing blood sugar levels, simply keep portions measured. The value is in consistency, not excess. Many older adults describe experiencing noticeable improvements in leg drive, uphill pushing power, and overall walking stamina after regularly including sweet potatoes in their diet. Movements that once felt effortful begin to feel lighter and more fluid, almost like the legs are rediscovering their strength. Over time, people often notice that they can walk farther, stand longer, and feel steadier during daily activities. And stay with me, because for those over 60, the next food becomes even more important, not just for mobility, but for directing calcium exactly where it belongs in the body. Number 4. Kale, or other dark leafy greens. This powerful leafy green does something most people never realize. It actually helps direct calcium into your bones, instead of letting it drift around in your bloodstream or settle where it doesn't belong. Thanks to its vitamin K content, kale acts like a traffic director for calcium, guiding it toward bone tissue, where it supports bone density and long-term skeletal strength. For older adults focused on leg strength after 60, stability, and fall prevention, that guidance matters more than most people think. In addition, dark leafy greens contribute trace minerals and phytonutrients that support joint lubrication and muscular responsiveness. Lightly sautéed or gently steamed is best, because too much heat can break down some of the sensitive nutrients. If you're taking blood thinners or anticoagulants, talk with your doctor before increasing your intake, since vitamin K can interact with those medications. Many seniors report better knee support, steadier hips, and a more confident lift sensation when stepping onto a stair or rising from a chair after regularly including dark leafy greens in their meals. Over time, this can translate into smoother walking, easier changes of direction, and a stronger sense of control in daily movement, a kind of internal assurance that reminds you, step by step, that your body still knows how to stabilize you. And stay with me, because in a moment you'll see how pairing greens with the right healthy fats can make their calcium and vitamin K even more effective for bone density and balance, a combination that helps the body lock in those benefits more efficiently. Number 3. Eggs. Eggs provide high-quality protein and vitamin D precursors, both essential for rebuilding muscle tissue and supporting bone remodeling in older adults. That combination makes eggs an ideal tool for improving leg strength after 60, especially in the large thigh muscles that control standing, sitting, and climbing stairs. 2 eggs a few times a week is enough for most people to see a benefit. If you're watching cholesterol or have heart disease, follow the guidance of your own doctor. Many people notice that over time, their thighs feel more engaged and powerful, particularly when getting up from low chairs, stepping into a car, or climbing a staircase without pulling on the railing. Eggs give your muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong, not just for workouts, but for everyday movements that protect your independence and help prevent falls. They also support balance by reinforcing neuromuscular communication, the signal wiring between your brain and legs. In simple terms, They help your legs wake up and do their job with less strain, so you feel safer and more in control with every step safely. And wait until you see number 2. It supports leg power and stamina through a completely different pathway that may surprise you. Number 2. Quinoa. This powerhouse food is an exceptional support system for leg strength after 60, not only because it offers complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids, but also because it provides phosphorus, a mineral essential for bone mineralization and long-term bone density. Quinoa functions as a dual fuel source. It provides slow, steady energy for muscle endurance while simultaneously nourishing bone tissue that supports those muscles during movement, balance, and stabilization. When you use it instead of rice or pasta, you're not just swapping ingredients, you're upgrading the nutritional foundation of your meal. Just rinse it thoroughly before cooking to remove bitterness and aid digestion, a simple step that makes a noticeable difference. Many older adults report that after consistently incorporating quinoa, they feel a stronger push in the legs when stepping up, climbing stairs, or rising from a seated position, almost as if the legs are reactivating dormant strength patterns. Some even describe feeling more spring or elasticity in their step, similar to how they moved years earlier. And stay with me because in a moment, I'll explain why quinoa becomes even more effective when paired with specific foods from this list, creating a synergistic effect that heightens stability and reduces fall risk far more than any single food on its own. Number 1. Blackstrap molasses. This one surprises nearly everyone because it looks simple, almost too simple, yet it delivers a concentrated trio of minerals that aging bodies are often starved for: calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Calcium supports bone density and skeletal reinforcement. Magnesium enables muscle relaxation, nerve communication, and nighttime muscle recovery. Potassium supports proper muscle contraction signals, making footsteps smoother and more controlled. Just 1 teaspoon in tea, warm water, or oatmeal can begin delivering those compounds directly into your neuromuscular communication network. If you're sensitive to sugar, simply use it sparingly. Even a small amount packs serious mineral value. Many people describe the sensation as feeling more connected to the ground, more rooted, stable, and confident when walking, especially on uneven surfaces or when turning quickly. Instead of feeling tentative or uncertain with each step, you begin to feel capable, balanced, and structurally supported. And in just a moment, you'll discover how combining certain foods from this list creates an amplified effect, multiplying improvements in leg strength, muscle responsiveness, balance, and overall bone health faster than you might expect. If you've been feeling a little unsteady on your feet or noticing that your legs don't react as quickly as they used to, you are absolutely not alone. Millions of older adults quietly share that same experience. The good news is that your body still has the ability to rebuild strength, balance, and mobility at any age. Those systems are still there, waiting for the right support. And stay with me, because in a moment you'll see how even small nutritional changes can noticeably improve leg strength after 60 and daily stability. And you may be surprised how quickly some people begin noticing these changes. I'd truly love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments how old you are and what your biggest mobility or bone strength goal is right now. Maybe it's climbing stairs with more confidence. Maybe it's walking longer distances without fatigue. Maybe it's simply feeling steadier and safer around the house. Your story might encourage another person watching who believes they're alone in this. And your experience may be the reassurance someone else needs today. Stay with me now, because in the next section, we'll bring all of this into a practical, easy-to-follow approach you can start using immediately. And in a moment, I'll explain why steady consistency, not intensity, is what truly restores balance and leg strength. Always check with your doctor before making meaningful dietary changes or if you have medical conditions or medications that may affect mineral balance. Especially for those over 60, personalized guidance matters. The encouraging truth is this: your body remembers how to strengthen, adapt, and stabilize itself. And with gentle, consistent support, you can feel more secure, more balanced, and more confident in every step you take. And there's something deeply empowering about realizing that stability can return, not by chance, but by your own actions. And stay with me here, because this part is important. You don't have to change everything overnight. Small, steady adjustments can create real improvements that you'll begin to feel in everyday life. And in the next video, I'll show you how these small changes can become a simple nightly habit that supports bone density and prevents falls. If this video has been helpful or reassuring, give it a like and consider sharing it with someone who might be quietly dealing with leg weakness or balance issues. Your support helps others discover these tools as well. And in the next video, we'll walk through an evening routine that helps your legs and bones recover overnight. You won't want to miss it.